questions. I'm going to take just one moment to announce that this is the last chance to put your business card into the fishbowl where we're going to do the lucky draw at the very end. We are approaching almost the end of the conference. We only have a couple of speakers left. So do put your business card in, and don't forget to do that. So our next speaker comes to us from SoMee. SoMee is an alternative social media platform that has experimented with putting social media onto the blockchain. And we are going to hear from a representative from SoMee, Dr. Rafael. Let me invite Rafael onto the stage. Please give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a very interesting project.
Thank you so much. I don't have a clicker, but if you want to click for me or pass me on, either way. Hello, thank you for being here. It's the end of the afternoon. Wonderful. So I know it's hot outside and there's a swimming pool and an ocean. I'm sure we're all keen to get out there shortly. I'm grateful for the opportunity to spontaneously present to you about SoMee. How I like to explain this is to say, simply, who here uses and likes social media? It looks like most people, 90%, but are there any problems with social media?
Privacy.
Privacy? Just privacy? Spam? Hacks? Advertising. I love it. So, if we could, in this room, rebuild social media from the ground up, how would we do that? Let's reimagine it. Let's give you back your privacy, aka using blockchains. Let's use the advertising model, and instead of giving $40 billion of advertising revenue to Facebook each year, we build the social media platform, so let's share that ad revenue between the users. And this leads me to click. There we go. Our slogan for SoMee is social media redefined. We're redefining the ad model, the privacy model, and building it up according to users' feedback. We've taken a lot of users' feedback on this, and we're still building it. So it's 1 month from going full out in MVP, but right now it's in beta. And if anyone wants to check out this QR code, you can jump straight on the platform. I'll be your first friend. If you get in early, you get a cool name. So like my name there is just Rafa. Jump in early. Few stats about the industry that we're disrupting here. I mentioned the $40 billion of revenue going to Facebook, but that's out of over $220 billion annually in overall ad revenue. Now, ad revenue is not just that you have to look at ads. It means your data is being collected, shared, often improperly, sold. I don't like it. Most people that I meet and talk to don't like this either. And we feel that you should own your data as code, not by terms and conditions, some box that you just ticked. So our solution is to use the blockchain to simultaneously, by code, mean that you own your data and use that same blockchain to reward quality content, quality engagement. We're partnered with Steemit, which we think is a fantastic model for this. We have a point of difference, where Steemit's money flow comes from inflating the Steem currency. We're taking dollars into the system for ad revenue. Our slogan is to redefine the social media experience by inspiring community, respecting privacy, and rewarding all value through the blockchain. That sums it all up. This is just the dashboard for signing up. I'm just walking you through the project here. You can sign up through any of your social media channels, email, or for real privacy, through Civic. One feature that I haven't mentioned yet, and it's the core of the business model, is that SoMee is a social hub. Many influencers today spend all their day posting out to multiple channels to reach their Twitter audience, their Instagram audience, their Facebook audience. As a hub, much like Hootsuite or Buffer, you can post from one place, from SoMee out to all these channels. And you'll be rewarded simultaneously for the SoMee blockchain and the Steemit blockchain. You can also schedule your posts. So if you're an influencer posting out to all these platforms every day, you could just post them all on Monday, schedule them for the week, and then go lie on the beach at Pattaya. This slide mentions the ad revenue model. All ad revenue coming into the system is shared between the central company and the users, who are the platform, in fact. Without users, social media is empty code. So anywhere between 50 and 80% of the ad revenue is shared amongst the users, according to a staking model. It's also worthwhile mentioning that if you want to turn off ads, of course you can turn off ads. It's your content, it's your page, you own it. Whether that's a private page, personal page, company page, group page, you can turn off the ads. If you choose to turn them on, well then you can choose which brands you want to represent. Ethical brands, things that you actually want to support, and be rewarded for that, for endorsing them. So there's a visualization of seeing how much each post is earning in real time, post by post, much like Steemit. Yeah, Steemit's one of our partners. It's a private blockchain, a fork of Steemit. They're running in parallel. It's on all platforms, desktop, mobile, Android and iOS, and it's got an inbuilt wallet. So, this makes it really user-friendly to handle, hold, and exchange your cryptocurrencies. Using our decentralized exchange, you can swap between all ERC20 tokens, EOS tokens, Litecoin, Bitcoin, all the big ones within it. And you can also send these cryptocurrencies to your friends, not by some address that begins with 0x, blah, 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 but I could put in there Matthias and send money to Matthias, because he's in my address book of friends that I send money to for the beers we're having tonight. Okay, different kinds of pages. Because we're breaking into the the cryptocurrency communities first, then we offer ICO, STO pages for bounties and airdrops as promotional content. Looks flash in the App Store, no? I think it looks cool. Getting reviews. Here's the team. While we're legally based in the United States, we're a distributed team, and there's one person you may recognize here, Crypto Jen, also known as Jenny from the block from Thailand. Lots of partners, growing all the time. And now we're just reaching out to communities around the world to really get engagement, because it's all about community, really. So we were the first cryptocurrency to sponsor an Olympic athlete, Jan Bloemen, from my home country of the Netherlands recently. We're bouncing around conferences. I'm bouncing around Asia for conferences. And my colleague is going around the United States conferences. Block Show, Post Show Con, interviews with Ken Bozak. That's our CEO in the funny hat. I sometimes wear a hat like that. And a couple of posts there with technical numbers and stuff about the growth and the revenue we're seeing. In case anyone wants to invest, come and see me. Just to finish off there, I just want to ask if the organizers here could scroll back to the very first slide. I'd appreciate that. Because if you go to the first slide, I would just love if you scanned up and became my friend. I'm looking for more friends, guys. Thank you. I hope I did justice to explaining SoMee, because we want to redefine social media. It needs it. It's got too many problems and yet great connections between people, which is what it's really about. And thank you for being in a clap. I'll finish now. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Rafael, for the presentation. And we're glad to have you with us at the conference. I think that you're on a sort of marathon, right? Going through, what's up after this?
Hong Kong Blockchain Week, then Token 2049.
Wow, you're going to be at Token 49. That's wonderful. I think that, a lot of people after this may be going to the Hong Kong Blockchain Week, and that is a huge event that's coming up as well. So, Rafael, thank you so much. I actually heard about SoMee before I ever came to this conference because I saw their Facebook page, and they share some really, engaging content on Facebook, some very funny stuff that made me laugh, and I saved it to look over, and it's just an interesting new perspective on social media. So definitely look more into this project and friend them. All right, and next, I think it's time for